Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Double tight. 3 down. Wide, 3-10.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Don't worry about that. Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Ready?
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
We got 4. Wait, 20. Wait, 80. Wait. Hey, Alabama. Hey, Washington. Hey.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Wait. Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Tight end's right.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Brady now on 1st down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Wide, twitch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here we go.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Coming to you. Ready? 49. Mike's 49.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And here's the first Patriot catch for the former Bill, Chris Hogan. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
20. 20.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Check.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
20! 20!
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He'll take it at the 42. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tight on this knock, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Like 20.
Coleman now. Shedding through the defense. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And right side, caught, Hogan. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
To throw, it's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
20, 390.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Alert. 3 down. Watch him now, Barney. 45. Mike, 45.
They start on the ground with Ivory. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now. 319. Gun. Hot. White 36. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
We got 4. Detroit! We got 4.
On first down, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This give is to McCoy, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense there. They stuffed him on 2nd and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a 4th if you so choose.
The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen throwing again. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin the drive with Coleman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
To throw is Brady. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Wait 20!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. Able to power through. Going underneath, it's Coleman. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
All right, here we go. Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Double tight. 4 down. Check.
Here's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey. 4 down. Let's go.
This is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Set. You ready?
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Brady now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
Watch twist. Check it. Serve. Wait, twist it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Touchdown. There we go. Nice.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
4 down. Alert.
Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Completes it to Lee. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Wait, 20!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Mike, 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo, and Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
He'll get it up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
Hey, we got three down. No, check, Patriot!
On the ground, Ivory. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. They'll go with McCoy. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. LaShawn McCoy unable to get in, and the Patriots get the football back. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Three down. Play 20! Blue 20! 57's Mike 57. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the
They will run again with Coleman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We got three.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Got four down. Watch out. Keep your poise. Go. Ringo. Ready? 49, guys. Mike. Check it. Ozzy.
Brady to throw on second down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Here's Coleman on the toss. And some room to maneuver. Oh, some strong running. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Wait, 20.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Wait, 20.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Being chased out left. He finds some open field here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Shift. Wide. 49's the mic. Move out. Ball set. Give me that. Wait, 20. Give me that ball. Defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Seems pretty obvious to Offensively, a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, They talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And Gostkowski, that's no good. He hung it out to the right. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Lucky 56. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
Allen off the play fake. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.